Hi, everybody. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The fight. Uh, okay, I have to give you guys a little context before I start here. Sean Kanan is known for a series called Cobra Kai. On Cobra Kai, he does major martial arts moves, and boy, did he get to pull them out today because he went karate chop on Carter. Whew. Okay, so picture it. Um, he's in his office. Deacon comes to Carter's office and says, "How dare you disrespect my daughter?" Gives him the business. I mean, the full business. And then karate chops it. So, Carter trying to defend himself physically. Well, he did try to, um, defend himself with words too, but it was too little too late because everything that Deacon said was right. And for me, Carter doesn't have a leg to stand on because he had his chances to defend Hope and he didn't do it. He chose himself or other people over Hope. So that's that. Okay, so then for two scenes, first, Sean kicks Lawrence St. Victor's butt, okay? And then Carter defends himself or tries, and he like slaps him, but it's too little too late. You're not going to win against Sean Kanan. So finally, Daphne Rose, stupid Daphne Rose, steps in and says, "Stop, stop." Okay, so they stop. And she says, "Who is this?" And then Carter says, "Deacon Sharp Homestead." "Oh, so you're going to come defend her honor, which she has none." I said, "Whoa, she actually said that?" And then he said, "Oh, nice manners." Wow, I just sat there for 2 minutes in shock. Like, what? Did she say what? Okay, number one, story number one. And then also, Ridge, Ridge, honey, you should fall off a cliff. But Ridge tries to defend his choice of letting go of Hope's line, therefore causing Zende to not have a job because he was the designer for her line, right? So Ridge is trying to say, well, you know, I'm sorry that we got rid of Hope's line, ostensibly getting you out of a job, but it wasn't personal, and we'll find something for you to do. What? You'll find something for him to do. Okay, so apparently I'm supposed to believe you have some magical powers that you can just pull a fashion line out of somewhere and give him a job as a designer on that one. Okay. I don't buy it, Rich. And besides, I don't like you. Okay. On another front, um, I'm getting to the best stuff last. Okay. Um, Brooke and Hope are trying to mend it, but Brooke still wants Hope to come to her side, but it's not happening. Any self respecting person would not kowtow and say, "You're right, and I was totally wrong." That's BS. Total BS. Okay. All right. Then we have the beginning of this show, which was um, Liam's in the hospital with a bandage around his head, and he's awake. He can recognize Steffi and stuff, so he doesn't have amnesia. But I thought he did have amnesia for a minute because he said, Where am I? Then somebody had to tell him he's in the hospital and what happened, right? And I'm like, okay. Then this is the thought that was going through my head since yesterday when Steffi was the one to find him. Because I had two questions right off the bat. Doesn't Liam know more people than just Steffi? Where was Hope? Where was his father? Where was anybody else that's connected to him other than Steffi? Okay, so then I go back to what Matt Atkinson said in an interview. Everything happens for a reason. So if you go down the tree of why did she find him? Because they want to have a storyline with them two together, back together again. Why? Because they were ultimately gonna break up Finn and Steffi. Why? Because they lied to each other in different ways over the years. There's your journey down the tree of why. So Steffi and Liam are going to be back together. Mark my words. I don't know when, and I don't know how. I mean, I figure that. Okay, well, let's just take it for what it is right now. Okay, Steffi is in the hospital with her ex-husband, who just had a brain bleed, and she's not with her husband. Okay, then when everything goes back together and everybody's out of the hospital, then she's gonna have to face her husband Finn, and he's gonna have questions. So then it becomes: is she gonna lie to him, or is she gonna tell the truth? And if she lies to him, why does she lie to him? To protect Liam. Why would she want to protect Liam over her husband? The ultimate question. And I'll give you the ultimate answer, because she loves Liam more than Finn. Now we have to see how long it takes for the storyline to take fruition. That's all we're waiting on here. Well, and for Hope to get her justice, as far as everybody seeing her side of things, and not saying that Hope needs to see the light and Hope needs to change her mind and that BS. Those are the two things I'm waiting on. Okay. Bye, everybody.